Hi. What's making me angry today is that I'm being treated like a child. This has been a problem with as governments have become more and more powerful. They feel like the best course of action is to keep the population sedated and happy. I mean, if there was an asteroid heading to Earth, do you really think any of the governments around the world would be alerting us? The only way we'd find out about this would be on some rogue website like 4chan or some other conspiracy or other non-mainstream site. Why is it that we can't trust authorities who are responsible for ensuring our protection? I believe that there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of infected people infected with this COVID-19 virus in the US right now. Now, I don't want to discuss with you whether Trump was right or wrong to stop flights from Europe, but if you're stopping flights from Europe, why would you allow Americans on those flights? What's healthier about Americans versus Italians or any other group that's flying from Italy or from South Korea or from any other country in Europe? We are being told, oh, this is nothing just like the flu. We're going to see maybe a high of a 1% death toll. This is going to become a disaster. We are days away from our medical systems being overwhelmed. If you look at a graph that compares the growth rate of this disease, this pandemic in Italy, you can see that all the other countries around the world, Germany, the US, Spain, we're all just a few days behind Italy. We're following the same path. Italy is already at the point where they're conducting triage. They're deciding when patients come into the hospital who is likely to live and who's likely to die. And if you're 85 years old heading into a hospital in Italy, I don't think you're going to get care. This is coming to America. Why are we not being better prepared? I don't really appreciate this paternalistic tone of, number one, don't panic. Number two, you certainly don't need a mask, even though the medical professionals find it useful. Why you wouldn't find it useful, why I wouldn't find it useful is never explained. They're useful for medical professionals, but not useful to us because we haven't learned how to put them on or any other number of varied excuses. This is a pandemic. It is loose on the world. It is loose in America. There is no stopping it. Well, let's put it another way. The number of people who are testing positive now have been infected for days. Many of them have been wondering among us, the rate of infection is about to skyrocket here. I don't know what it takes. People don't want to know the truth. They prefer being comforted by the authorities. They don't stock up on supplies. People who get toilet paper, paper towel, spaghetti, canned goods are, first of all, they're laughed at. And if not laughed at, they're accused of hoarding or acting in a selfish manner to protect themselves at the expense of the group. We are on our own. I hope you guys and girls, I should start saying guys and girls, start protecting yourselves. There is no protection coming from any other outside source. Don't rely on the government or the city or the state to be there for you. Their objective is going to be the well-being of the community, not you. So get some supplies and take care of yourselves because you're not going to hear the accurate information from the authorities. The first time you're going to find out what's really going on is when you get reports of hospitals becoming overwhelmed by patients. I estimate we're less than 2 weeks away from that. Today is March 12th. I certainly hope that this does not come to pass, but everybody from Trump on down is pinning their hopes on the fact that, number one, it's only going to kill old people. Number two, the death rate is only something like 1%. And number three, and most importantly, everybody's putting their hopes on the fact that warm weather may halt the spread of the virus. Let's hope so. Good luck.